History is full of glory and shadows. Behind every great empire, every victorious army, every celebrated hero lies a story of betrayal. Betrayal that shattered trust, rewrote destinies, and sometimes changed the course of the entire world. Today, we uncover 8 of the greatest betrayals in history. Stories that will make you question loyalty, power, and the price of ambition. It is one of the most infamous betrayals ever told. Judas Iscariot, a disciple, a friend, yet the man who would deliver Jesus into the hands of those who sought his life. For 30 pieces of silver, a sum so small, yet a price so heavy, he sealed his master's fate with a kiss. This single act not only altered the destiny of a man, it shaped the faith of billions for centuries to come. The question still lingers: why? Was it greed? Was it prophecy? Or was it the weakness of a soul tempted by the promise of silver? Rome was the heart of power, and Julius Caesar its beating pulse. A conqueror, a visionary, a man who dreamed of empire. But with power came fear and envy. On the Ides of March 44 BC, that fear turned to steel. Among the blades that struck Caesar down was one held by Marcus Brutus, a man he trusted as a son. Et tu, Brute, words that echo through time, a cry of betrayal from a man who realized that even the closest bond can be broken by ambition and the thirst for power. For every hero, there is a shadow. At Thermopylae, 300 Spartans stood against a sea of enemies. They could have held the pass, perhaps forever. But one man, Ephialtes, opened the gates of doom. For gold, for favor, for a promise whispered in the dark, he revealed a secret path. And with it, he sealed the fate of Leonidas and his brave warriors. History remembers their courage, but it also remembers his name, Ephialtes, the nightmare behind the legend. Once hailed as a hero of the American Revolution, Benedict Arnold fought bravely for independence until ambition whispered louder than patriotism. In the shadows of history, he plotted to deliver West Point into British hands. For wealth, for recognition, for a promise of glory he felt denied. When his plan failed, his name became eternal with treachery. Today, in America, there is no insult sharper than being called a Benedict Arnold. 1757, the Battle of Plassey. The fate of India trembled on the edge of a sword. Siraj-ud-Dowlah, the Nawab of Bengal, prepared to defend his land. But among his own ranks stood a man whose loyalty was already sold. Mir Jafar. For promises of power, he turned his back on his Nawab, paving the way for British rule. His betrayal did not just topple a ruler, it opened the gates for 200 years of colonial domination. A single act that chained a subcontinent. When Norway needed unity, one man chose power over country. Vidkun Quisling, a name that would become a curse. In the dark winter of 1940, as foreign forces closed in, he opened the doors, betraying his homeland for promises of control. His name now means traitor in languages across the world, a reminder that sometimes the enemy within is the deadliest of all. Andrei Vlasov, once a celebrated Soviet general, hailed as a hero. But in the fires of World War II, when defeat loomed and hope faded, he chose the unthinkable, joining hands with the enemy. His betrayal was more than military. It was a dagger to the heart of a nation bleeding for survival. A man who could have been a savior became a symbol of treachery. Not all betrayals happen on the battlefield. Some happen in silence, in whispers, in the quiet turning of a page. Kim Philby, a trusted British intelligence officer, lived two lives, one for king and country, the other for the enemy. For decades, he passed secrets across the Iron Curtain while smiling in the halls of MI6. When the truth came out, the world was stunned. A reminder that the deadliest traitors often wear the face of a friend. Betrayal. It is as old as power itself. These stories remind us that trust is fragile and ambition has no mercy. Which betrayal shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more hidden chapters of history, only on Mystic Legacy Vault.